We're outside the studios of Channel Television in La Pucallay, St Helier, Jersey. This is the main studios for Channel Television. The site used to be formerly occupied by Rediffusion for the manufacture and design of background music systems and 8-track tapes, etc. We're going to go inside shortly and we'll be meeting Mickey King in the News Edit Suite. And he's going to give us a bit of a show around the studios and what happens inside. Vision now. This is Mickey, and he's going to briefly explain what happens in here.
Okay, this is one of the newsroom edit suites, fairly basic edit suite, 2 into 1, 2 players into 1. Special effects mixer, you can do fancy wipes and page turns. Fairly old edit controller. The edit suite's due for an upgrade fairly soon. Just trying to decide what equipment to buy.
Yeah. Is there a lot of choice on the market for editing
Well,
suites?
at the moment, we're going to be going in the digital sort of direction, and there's a lot available at the moment, and we're just trying to assess what is the best
Halloween slot
to purchase.
Okay, Mickey, that's great. Let's move on to another part of the studios.
Well, here we are. Ready.
We're now going to go into Edit Suite 2 and find out what happens in here.
Okay. This is a fairly state-of-the-art edit suite. It's a digital edit suite. We have an Avid digital editor, and we edit all commercials and corporates and any major programs in here.
Is the equipment in here similar to what will be in the first Edit Suite that we saw?
The equipment in here. There's a conventional edit suite in here, solo, but we don't use it so much now. Everything seems to be done on the Avid. Is that right, Steve?
It is indeed. Corporate work, commercials. It's the way television's going, really.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the graphics department now. This is Andy. Andy, can you explain what happens in this department?
All sorts of things, really. We provide all the graphics for local news coverage that we provide at the station. Any corporate work that our production creative channel might send our way. We do point of sale for our string of retail shops as well, ticketing, the sort of display banners you see in shop windows, that sort of thing.
Right.
And anything else that we may get asked to do.
Okay. What sort of equipment do you have to do that?
Well, we run PCs to produce all of our work. We run a number of different software packages for that. We have some specialist hardware, which I've been working on this piece of equipment here, which is an Aston caption generator, and we use that to produce super-ink captions and so on. The sort of thing that you might see, as I have there on the screen. You probably see that at the moment.
Yeah.
Giving you the person's name who happens to be talking. So maybe
okay. So when you see this is Joe Blogs at reporting from wherever,
that's
those are the
yes.
type of graphics
Absolutely.
that you would
that's the sort of thing that
generate.
this machine will produce for us, and it's designed to do just that, and it does it very well.
Okay, Andy, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
In here, we mix music, effects, or anything that needs mixing. At the moment, this is a news item, and it's just a straight music voiceover mix, which is going out in tonight's news. Also in here, we do commercials, corporates, network programs. We have the facility to take voiceovers down an ISDN line that comes straight into here. With a Sadie, and as you can see here, there's four tracks of audio, and on track 1 it's voiceover, track 3 and 4 is music, and you can lock that up to video.
At these events in Monday's channel report.
Okay,
and on Sunday, it's the open day at the
happening.
Silver Jubilee activity base from 2 until 5, and from midday until 4, St Open Sports.
So this is quite a major part of the operation. Everything, does the normal sounds that comes from, say, if the news is being transmitted, does it come through here before it's played out?
No. A news item will only come in here if it needed a mix, if it needed music, or if it needed laying down. We transmit audio from 2 channels. At times that needs mixing. The audio will not be mixed on those 2 channels, so it needs laying off and mixing back down
Sure.
Okay, and effects added, and audio process EQ'd. If there's a bad bit of sound recorded in the field, we can take EQ it and try and make it sound a bit better.
Okay.
Doesn't always work, but we give it a go anyway. And we also do promotions in here, promoting channels identity and programs. Haven't got any of those at the moment to show you, but those I've done earlier in the week. Any commercials, lotteries, voiceovers, and all that sort of stuff. Anything audio comes in here. A vast CD library, which anything we need we can.
Any
probably find that.
soundtracks on there? Any sound effect is there?
Effects, any piece of music.
Okay.
It's a pretty good library.
Okay, what's this room used for?
This is Studio B control room. This is used for transmitting the channel report. In just here we've got a vision mixer. You'd have a vision mixer sitting here, a director, a production assistant who keeps all the timings, and this is the auto cue. We have a Aston character generator which puts the titles on the screens. You might see that in graphics.
Yeah.
And up here, this is a sound 16 channel mixer. It controls all the microphones in the studio, and any BT inserts from Guernsey. It can play. Well, we've got a digicart plays music. I think this is set up to.
It was the week after the Rotten Troll general election. King Roger was coming up the gill for his next
Oh, it's really
£5,000 top prize.
It was a lottery show last night, so we play the tags out on
And
the
it's
cart.
silver, so this week's first prize will be worth £50,000.
And also
And here's the winner of
the engrams for the programme.
So where are we off to next?
We'll go into Studio B.
Okay.
How much?
Let's head that way. Okay, so we're in Studio B now. What exactly happens in here?
Well, this is where Channel Report is presented from. Channel Report, late newsers, lunchtime newsers. This is the main studio for news. For Channel Report, you'd have 3 cameras manned. There's a 4th camera up in the grid, which is locked off on a wide shot, and that is normally the opening shot of the programme and the outgoing shot. In Channel Report, it's two-handed presenting. Normally Paul Brown and Hannah Stewart-Jones. We've started with a weather presenter now, and Julie does her bit in Channel Report, and straight after the programme we go into presenting. She presents the weather forecast.
Okay, which is what's
Which is-
happening
yeah,
over this side.
Yes, we use a chroma key to key the image behind Julie, and the image is supplied from Aston character generator again.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the chroma key for the weather forecast, which we do straight after Channel Report. It's presented by Julie. I can't remember her surname, but this is a new thing for Channel, presenter in Vision, and I think it's proving very popular.
Yeah. It used to be, or we used to associate chroma key with a blue background.
Well,
Why is it now green?
Well, it's always been. You could use blue or green or even red. We decided green was supposed to be a better colour. Blue for a female. A lot of the clothing she wears can be in the blue.
Okay,
blue
so
range.
actually it would clash with it.
It would key, and if she had a blue jacket on, it wouldn't key that well.
Okay.
So green seems to be working quite well. But yeah, as you say, you can use blue.
So you have to
Red.
consider your dress sense when you're working with chroma key.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
important.
She couldn't wear a green frock, otherwise the image would be keyed
Come
on
out
her.
on her frock.
Yeah. Or you just see through her.
Okay, this is the main nerve centre of channel television. In front of you at the moment there's 4 VT players which are used to play out the news report, channel report, which is shown on a Monday to Friday, and also for news bulletins at the weekend. The console in front of you now is where, or what will be seen to be coming off the 4 VT players and is used to mix and to fade in from adverts back into the main program itself.
Poderá ser introduzido brevemente bilhetes de identidade aos residentes da ilha de Jersey. O Comitê da Habitação quer manter-se a par da situação legal de residência e emprego de todos os residentes e tem a convicção que a introdução de bilhetes de identidade é ideal para tal fim. Os políticos da ilha de Alderney apoiam a campanha para fechar a planta de reprocessamento nuclear em Cap La Hague. Os políticos assinaram a carta da deputada Jean Pritchard ao Ministro do Ambiente do Parlamento francês, exprimindo a sua ansiedade acerca da segurança na planta em Cap La Hague. Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, líder do PSD, começou esta semana a visitar várias partes do país para verificar se o governo já cumpriu algumas das suas promessas desde o início do seu mandato. Poderá ser introduzido brevemente bilhetes de identidade aos cidadãos da ilha de Jersey. O Comitê da Habitação quer manter-se a par da situação legal de residência e emprego de todos os residentes e tem a convicção que a introdução de bilhetes de identidade é a ideal para tal.
So generally what we do is we use these large beta tapes, these 90-minute ones. We record on one of these two machines.
Which will be for the story called Nurses.
One of these machines we switch the matrix to our satellite, which at the moment is looking at Eurosport, but we switch it down in the technical department to whatever satellite that RTP comes in on. On the Eutelsat 2F1, I think. And then we put the tape in and we just record it, generally on a Monday night at about, I think, 8 o'clock. That's when it happens. Then we hand you the tape, and you go off and edit it.
Goodbye.
This is outside of the Channel Television studios at Lapucalé in Jersey, and what you're looking at now is the 1.2 metre prime focus dish, which is used for the reception of RTP, the Portuguese satellite which is currently coming down off 13 degrees east. Once the signal comes down from the dish, it goes through the relative editing suites. Eva, as we've seen, edits it, and it gets played out on a Sunday. Right, we're outside the studios of Channel Television at Lapucalé, St Helier, Jersey, and there's a car coming. We're outside the studios of... We're outside the studio of Channel Television in Lapucalé, St Helier, Jersey. This is the main studios and used to be the former site of Rediffusion, where they used to manufacture and design background music systems, 8-track studio...